Hey, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I'm gonna keep going on Nezuko, coming out of her box in the back, and I'm kind of giddy. I got my first order for a hoodie, so I'll be working on that as well. It's going to be another one of these because I didn't want to give up this one, and my person would, they wanted and it's funny, I put this thing up on Instagram, some pictures of me wearing the hoodie, and he calls me up and goes, "You know I'm gonna have to buy that, Mom." You know I'm gonna have to buy that. Yeah, I consider him like a nephew. He's so fabulous. So I'll be from start to finish a whole nother hoodie. I want to do something a little bit different. Same characters, but just a little bit different, because that's how we customize. So first off, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and color her leg and maybe throw one more layer of flesh tone on her. I tried to adjust the color a little bit so that you can see what I'm seeing. She is this pale on the hoodie. And then I want to work on her eyes, get the pink in there. I'm going to be using the flesh tone plus a little bit of red to kind of get it like a little bit pinker for her eyes, give her pink eyes. Her outfit is also pink too. It's pink and white. So I'll be working on that as well. And hopefully we'll go ahead and get this done by this weekend. It kind of puts a, my little commission kind of puts a damper on my idea of doing the what is this called? The JoJo picture that I'm thinking of. But I already have that hoodie, and I am probably going to go ahead and start priming that one in the midst of all my chaos. Maybe I need to take a vacation where I can work on my projects. I misplaced my box. I just had the damn thing. Oh, it's probably behind me in my big chair. Give me one quick second. Oh, it's right in front of me. Sucks getting old. Okay, so here's the box I'm going to be using. I like it because it fits on my desk. Plus it kind of props up so that you guys can have a better view of my workspace or work area here. Just go ahead and stretch this across. There we go. And that shouldn't collapse on me. Famous last words. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place this color here. And try to keep in mind some of the stuff that I want to do to this hoodie. I want to add what is it called? Little symbols that I saw in the actual video. One that I kind of fell in love with. Right before the episode begins, there's a title screen, I guess, of the episode. Never really noticed them until I started doing this hoodie, because it just gives you the information that, this is the name of this episode. I never noticed the backgrounds behind it, partially because the thing only lasts for a few seconds. It's on the screen for a few seconds, just enough to read the title. And I happened to notice that, oh my god, that background looks amazing. And it was like little clouds, and they were silver or gold colored. And I'm like, ooh, somebody's going to be able to use glitter on this after all. Or at least a sparkly pen or something. So I'm going to probably throw some on here somewhere, just to add to the hoodie, so it's not just a jet black. But yeah, I'm really stoked. I had put this thing up on Instagram just to show where I am thus far on it. And oh my goodness, I had gotten I think 17 hearts. Not necessarily on just this, but I think this led other people to my other work, and it just like piled up. It's like, wow, never had that many likes all at once within a few hours. So I'm like, yay. Now, usually when for my artwork, I usually charge, if you're thinking about buying, I usually charge like $10 a face. You know, I just want to really get my name out there and stuff. And that's one of the ways I would do it. But it also, that face would be in black and white. $5 for color. When I get bigger, and depending on the project, you know, more money will be charged. And then it's like, for a full body, it would be like $15 to $20 depending on what I was doing. And with an additional $5 for color. So like, I was trying to do the math on here. How much would I charge myself to keep this thing? You know, how much would I persuade myself on selling it for? And so I looked at this and I'm going, damn, these are all full body pictures. I would end up having to sell each of them for $20 each. I'm like, oh, well, damn. That's a lot of money, including the price of the hoodie itself. The hoodie itself was like 10 bucks. And I've got 4 characters. If I was doing the math on there, 20 times 4, you know, that's $80. 90 if I count how much the shirt is itself. And I'm not even going to get into the paints, how much they would cost, which is all like $2 or $3 or something like that. So yeah, most expensive hoodie ever, at least that I've ever paid for. I don't know, but it's like when it's yours and it's your custom, and it's something that you've always wanted and you can't find anywhere else, like $100 and some odd dollars is not a bad deal. And with the techniques that I'm showing you, you can do it yourself. The paint definitely looks amazing. You know, if you're not using it like I'm doing it. Like I'm doing it like pretty thick. And I found that I'm going to have to coat it with something to protect it. And I'll show you why in a sec. Give me one quick second. I'm going to switch to sound only because I'm going to hit some heat on here.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no.
Alrighty. So, the reason why I want to coat this is because I was looking at the white, particularly where the mask is on the hood, and my jacket. As I'm working on it, I pretty much shove it into my backpack. It's a pretty big hoodie. Against my better judgment, I take it with me so I can work on the small details. And oh my god, there's a lot of small details. But there's a lot of here that needs to be painted. So I was trying to take advantage of being outside and yada yada yada. Well, let me hit this with heat one more time. Sorry about that. All right, so this is dry right here now. I'm going to bring this around and I'm going to show you the hood. And this is the reason why I want to coat this with a little bit of Mod Podge. Okay. White is a menace. But this right here, I could see the white wanting to come off, or not come off, but as I throw it in my bag with impunity, well, pretty much because I have to keep moving, it gets bumped and rubbed and it's jostled and stuff like that, and it can be washed, but for some reason it just cannot handle a lot of like, it's flexible and stuff, but in my bag it gets rubbed up against things and stuff like that, and in normal wear and tear it's not supposed to do that. It doesn't happen, and you know, you're not gonna just shove your hoodie in your bag or something like that, but I can see it flaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat this with Mod Podge. I'm gonna repaint it and add more black to it, and I think what it needed was to sit for like a few days without being, you know, disturbed at all. You know, I went right from painting it to moving it and stuff like that, and you just got to give it time to really just set into the fabric. So yeah, I'm gonna add more paint to this, and then once I've got that on there, I'm gonna go ahead and add Mod Podge on top, and that'll be a better sealant than just paint alone. All right, now this one here didn't have any Mod Podge in it at all, so this is kind of what happens with something like this. It hasn't waited its entire 2 days and stuff to dry. It hasn't gotten wet. It just has been like jostled a lot, folded up a lot, and just tossed into my bag without care. So yeah. But all the other pieces and stuff, they get folded up into the bag too, and I don't see as much wear on it as I do on this little part here, because everything else is also coated with paint, but it's not flaking off as bad as this. So maybe that it could be just that I'm using a white acrylic paint on here and this was the fabric paint. That could be a possibility to why this one is much more fragile than this. That's a thought. The fabric paint is a little bit more expensive than the other paint. Just keep that in mind as you're painting on your hoodies or your t-shirts and stuff like that. It does have a little bit of weight behind it. It is a bit stiff, but then again, everything that you would put on, you know, like the plastic coverings and stuff like that, they'll be a little stiff too until, you know, a few washes and, you know, it kind of bends with the fabric or whatnot like that. Okay, enough of that jibber jabber. Let's see. So I'll come back around with black. I came back around with black on her legs to give it more definition. Around her hands, try to clean that up. I was doing that when I was on the bus. Let's see, I'm going to need the color green. let's see, at some time. And I've got a lot of greens, so I'm not sweating that. Um, so we'll work from the top. We'll work at the top and work our way down. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing up a pink. I think I might have enough flesh tone on her legs to pass. I have one little patch down here, and get the heat. One little patch here that I probably want to hit one more time, this little area right here. But then again, I think that's going to be in shadow, so it's not really going to matter too much on that, but you never know. It's not going to hurt anything to just go ahead and hit that. And I think I'll hit this leg one more time. And I think I want a little bit more color on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this one more time. I just don't want her too pale. I mean, I can see the flesh tone on here, but and she is a pale creature. And this morning, I saw a video with another YouTuber, Ergo Josh. He also drew Nezuko on an iPad. So be sure to check that out. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Hey Ian, thank you. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Let me see if I can pull it up on Instagram. Let me see my silly Instagram. Um, I have a picture of me wearing it. Let me see if I can find. If I go to me, there I am. Okay. Oh, stop. How do you pause these stupid things? Stop. Ah, this thing sucks. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna switch it over. Alright, that's my Instagram, Pink Me Kimberly. And this is what I was wearing the other day. I have the hoodie on. And how do I get to my channel? Is that me? That's me. Alright. So there's the front of it. And it just kind of wraps around, and I got big boobs, so that hand really just pops out. Let's see the other one. And then I tried to capture it from the back, but I had to tilt my head back so I could get the camera to fit. I don't know how people do it. But yeah, I got Nezuko, the start of Nezuko back there. Right here, I've got one of the other characters. And you can see part of the dragon there. Yeah, I mean, this painting on the hoodies are a lot of fun. Very time consuming. Let me go back. Pivo! Let's see, I have 4 pictures. I thought I had 4 pictures. Oh, the 4th picture was the daily thing, whatever. But yeah, it's amazing. I don't think I've got that many hearts that fast. It could be the time of day, my daughter tells me. But yeah, my favorite side is this side right here. And part of me was just thinking about doing everything on one side so that the rest of the hoodie's kind of like black. But I'm like, where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? But I do like how the mask looks on the side. It just is badass. If I do say myself, if I don't say so myself. But, gosh, I love this anime. So, enough about that. Let's go ahead and head back to where we were. Put in the work. All right, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. But it's, yeah, and tedious. It's like you just want to hurry up and get her done. Get her done. Oh my god, hurry up and finish. Um, but yeah, my best buddy there, he called me up and just said, I got to, I gotta buy that off of you. You know I gotta buy that off of you. You fell in love with the jacket instantly. It's a little big, but he's like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. Just take. It's like handing a fistful of two fistfuls of money. It's like just take my money. But I'm gonna do another one just like similar to this. Probably have. I'll probably draw out the characters and stuff. I want to find some transfer paper so that I can take my original drawing and just transfer it on there and not have to reinvent the wheel and draw it onto, but if I do that, then I don't know, I would be able to, I don't want to say mass produce it, but I want it to be completely and utterly unique to that person's hoodie. I don't want to be able to go to Walmart and see that hoodie like 7 or 8 different people can wear it. I'm like, no, this is special. You're special. Thanks for asking. You're special. But I could make a template. And my boss, I was talking to him at work, and he's like, well, how about you do your own characters, your own original stuff? But it's not the same because they don't have the following that a character like this has. There's a lot of people that already love it and establish it. I have no context. He says, well, how about animals? People like animals. And I'm like, that's something. And I find that my artwork and stuff is kind of quirky, just a little bit off. So I'm like, that's a thought. That's definitely a thought. Yeah, my boss is an inspiration sometimes. He's a big businessman, Trump supporter, all about the business. But I'm about having fun too. I love making money, but if I can have fun while I'm doing it, that'd be cool too. And that's why he's the boss and I'm not. That's why his name is on the door and not mine. At least not yet. Not his door, but, my own door. Okay. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. On to some new nonsense. Okay, so her eyes are pink. And now I have to find different degrees of pink. And this is a good... Exactly. You're right, absolutely, and thank you. But yeah, and yeah, he's been a big inspiration. He's coming up with some puzzles. And I said, it'd be kind of cool to see a puzzle. We were talking about kind of like escape the rooms and stuff like that. But I'm like, I've never seen a puzzle that, you're just given a shit ton of pieces and a book. And if you can assemble the puzzles, you've got a book. Each puzzle or each piece leads you to another part of the story, to advance you forward in the book. And I'm thinking, oh my God, why am I such an evil person? You want to read a book? I'm going to make you earn it. You're going to earn your story. Let's see. Let me look at her eyes one more time. Okay, so it's light pink around the outside and darker pink on the inside. Her outfit is, I think it's as pink as the outer edges of her eyes. So I'm just trying to get a good idea on the tone. So I think I'll make, let me do the dark in her eyes. And then I think I'll make her outfit just a little bit darker, a darker pink. Yeah, so I was talking to him about that. It's different, and I can imagine. And I was talking to him about because I liked puzzles when I was a kid, but we never displayed them. But my mom always talked about it. Oh, we can glue the back together and we can put it up on the wall. And I always liked that idea, but we never did it. Um, and then he was telling me about that, and I was thinking, well, how about a wall scroll? Like the puzzle you put together would assemble into like a wall scroll. And he's like, yeah, yeah, you could have something like that. And he says you could use magnets. And I was thinking, magnets? I could magnetize the wall scroll type of thing. So you put it together, the magnets keep it together, and it's up on the wall. And I'm like, huh. Yeah, yeah, we have these interesting brainstorming sessions. He's thinking one thing, I'm usually thinking another, but both ideas are just like kind of converge a bit. So I'm thinking, huh. So he's talking to somebody in China or something like that. Big Trump supporter, China. You handle business. Business is business, no matter how you do it and where you get it from. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the deal, the art of the deal. I don't know. Big deal. Um, but yeah, he's getting it assembled and then sent to him. And I think it's a family thing. I'm thinking, oh wow, you could do a family tree. Um, um, or you could do the red, was it, what do they call it, the redneck family tree where it doesn't branch type of thing. One of those hillbilly family trees where the tree never branches. Um, but I think also would be kind of funny would be one of those a family tree of like British royalty, like those trees, trying to get the lines to connect, and they go in a big circle because they're trying to keep the family line pure. But yeah, we were talking puzzles, and then we started talking escape the rooms, and he says that was a he says that he was exposed to it by seeing it as a corporate um, gathering type of thing. You guys get together. I could see you doing that out in the forest, Ian. The walks and the retreats, and you get your crew out there to have fun, find landmarks, and kind of like a scavenger hunt almost. Keeping it light, keeping it fun. Um, and it would lead you to other clues and things like that. Um, so yeah, we were talking about stuff like that. So I'm thinking, you have this bag of puzzle pieces, and it's just puzzle pieces. But then you have a book. It's magnetized on one side, so you put the picture together within that magnet frame, and then you can turn the page, and then you can assemble your puzzles as you go. A lot of people like to do the end pieces first and stuff like that. Well, what if there are no real end pieces? So maybe the metallic thing that you would assemble it on, that way they don't fall all over the place. It is in a shape, so it's a dick move type of thing for puzzles. Very dick move. It's like, really. And it's all black. No, not something evil like that. I That's one of those things about those 5,000 piece puzzles. As a kid, I was like, man, these all look the same. This is all sky pieces. This sucks. This sucks. But yeah, I mean, it could tell a story, and especially with you being outdoors and stuff like that, that would be kind of cool. You telling an outdoorsy story, but you know how the outdoors is. You've got lots of branches, trees, and whatnot. Be insane. I'll put a little pink on her buns here. I could put it a little bit on her knees. That's gonna darken it up for her outfit. There we go. I figured all demons should have a little bit of pink on their skin. Why not? Let's see. But hers is more of a gray brown tone. Oh well, I screwed that up. That's okay. Let's see. So, her outfit. This all is pink here. Let me make this a little bit darker and put a little bit more red in it. But yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can hash out that idea a little bit better. Figure out how to do this puzzle thing, and then it just be like a puzzled story. Could be the story of me, the story, you know, and you know, to get my characters out there and stuff. You know, but a lot of things now are automated. People don't use their hands; they use a mouse. They click things. Escape. I told him I came across escape the room things from video games. That there's video games: escape the room, escape the house, escape the boat, escape the ship, type of thing. Basic concept is still the same. Oh, good. I think I narrowed this color down. I think this is it. This is really close. Let's see. But yeah, so there's those ideas. Oh, yeah, you know what would be cool, Ian, is this, their tattoo ideas or tattoo, uh, flash art, I guess that's what it's called. Um, that could be turned into tattoos. That's an idea. Let me take a little bit of this pink here, put it up here as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk to him and maybe I can figure out something about the book. Try to figure out how big it should be. Like the bigger the book, the harder the puzzle. I mean, like crazy hard, because pieces can fit almost anywhere, and it'd be it'd be an interesting choose your own adventure type of book too, if you could get away with something like that. But no, it wouldn't be that intricate. Um, but once you got the pieces assembled, it tells you the story, or you can further the story that way. Um, let's see. The other idea I had um, was to make like a Gundam type of thing, like my own Japanese robot, but instead of it being 3D, it'd be flat, but a puzzle piece. So it's like if you want an arm, all the arm pieces would still fit. It's kind of, and then it could, once you're done, it could be hung up like a wall scroll. Um, let's see, all this is going to be pink right here. So I'm thinking of maybe, you know, well, that would be kind of cool, creating like a magnetized wall scroll, and the pieces that you put together would fit into your own unique combination of warrior or whatever. I like the D&D stuff. Um, love fantasy. So like, but I've always wanted to create my own characters, and I loved watching people play or even playing, and I'd have my own little icon character, like I have my little lioness character, warrior, and be able to see it, you know, up, come through and walk around and stuff. So I'm wondering, because his daughter is also very, very creative business-wise too, and she had her own Etsy shop but she gave it up because it was just it just got beyond her. She was featured on a video, and she got so much business that she just could not keep up. She had two young sons. Her husband was working, and she just could not keep up with the demand. Um, and plus, she tried to find innovative ways of keeping her business going, but it's just like it just became too much for her to handle. Um, but she was coming up with some ideas. She's like, birthdays are a very big thing for Etsy and people. Coming up with ideas for kids, themes for kids. Her thing was she would make crayon things, little crayon um, things to pass out at the party, and other little items, party favors and stuff. Uh, but the crayons didn't come it was hard to take the stickers off, and she had to melt them and then put them in the molds. And she got so many orders that she just got too overwhelmed and couldn't keep up. Um, but she also encourages her sons to do their thing. So she's like, you know, um, you'll want things in life and you'll want to go to college. And this is a good idea for you to start, get on that work ethic and stuff like that. And she says, whatever idea you guys come up with, we'll talk about your game plan, and your dad and I will help out with some of the funding. I guess like a little loan that they could pay back once they've made their money back. So I'm like, God, Dandruff, you're a cool mom. Sometimes we moms have our moments. That's a thought. I like that. I can use you guys as inspiration. I think it'd be kind of cool. It's like a little interactive thing between you and me. That'd be kind of cool. It's all in trying to get the pictures too. I got to be able to get the pictures, make the caricatures, and I would love, love, love to put something together like that. I like the idea of puzzle pieces. So like maybe we could start 2020, or start now and then assemble a 2020 type of thing. Because puzzles, from what I understand, they have to be cut with a jig or something like that so that the pieces will fit together or something like that. But if I have enough people, that would be kind of cool. I would love to do that. Um, what sucks is I don't have a means of grabbing you guys' pictures except off of when I see you guys in the chat, or when a person subscribes. I get one little email notice, but I don't get to see your guys as a whole. Like, I can't go down the line and go, that's a subscriber, that's a subscriber, that's a subscriber. I just get numbers. So that would be kind of cool, Ian. I'd love to do something like that, like almost like a yearbook type of thing. Um, that would be so cool. I don't know. Being able to add you guys as a yearbook. Um, oh, is you the evil one? You're so funny. Oh, I love it. I love it. Um, oh, that is so cool. Uh, yeah, and I can't seem to reach out to all 700 subscribers at once, um, because not all 700 people are watching the video. Some of them, I guess, like out of pity. I don't know. But but until I get to 1,000, then I could start leaving messages and putting together something like that. God, that sounds so cool. Um, See, ultimately, I want to make you guys all. I just want to give back, like make everybody a shirt, or have a shirt made and everybody can get it. You know, I'm just trying to figure it all out. But I love the idea, because like these YouTubers, they get these like little plaques and stuff when they reach like 1 million subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, whatever their little landmark things. And their videos are so obnoxious. And I mean, some people are painting on them because I guess they got multiples or something like that. Um, but I would like to give everybody like a plaque or something, like, not a plaque, but I do shirts. So like a shirt or something that you can hang on your wall, and it's like, I was your blah 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 subscriber. It doesn't give me any of that kind of information like you're number one, you're number 30, stuff like that. But I would love to give you guys something to, remember me by. Or I was inspired by Kim Pinkney, or Kim Pinkney was inspired by me, type of thing. Any of those little bragging right things. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you get a tattoo, and you get a tattoo. We're all getting tattooed. Even if it's like a year, like 2020, but like 2020 and has everybody's little icon in it. That would be so cool. Because it's like a lot of fun, and it's really cool to know that people out there kind of dig me. It's like, I kind of like you. I don't love you, but I kind of like you. Let's see. Okay, now the sleeves are black. Is that all the things that are pink? I can't remember if anything on her shoes were pink. Let me scroll down. Yeah, her shoes have a little bit of pink in it. Let me see. I want to see how pink works on this dark fabric. It should show up just fine and probably get absorbed. Yeah, I'll tell my boss that you like the ideas with the puzzles, but I like the idea with the book, especially if it's uh, like a kid's story, or if it's a story that interacts with their kid. Um, um, I think it would be a good wedding anniversary type of thing too. I think one of the wedding anniversaries is paper. There's definitely not one that's magnets. Kent say moaning. Julie! Julie, Ian would have to be the evil one. We'll have it no other way. Uh, we'll push all the other Disney villains. We'll make you the big Disney villain. We'll give you a whole theme song and everything too. We need your own theme music. That would be cool. We should do something like nothing but caricatures of my subscribers. I'd love that. That'd be cool. Okay, so yeah, I think we should do that. And then if you guys want it on a T-shirt, I can. Now, if I do caricatures, of course Ian will want his hand drawn. Everybody else probably wouldn't mind if it was done with the iPad. With the iPad, I can send it to you electronically. With the other thing, and almost immediately. And then with the hand drawn, I gotta pull out the paper. If I make a mistake, I gotta erase. Wah wah wah. If I was throwing we each get our own. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Um, See, I wish I had that capability of reaching out to everybody and going, okay, would you like a free caricature? You send me a picture, and I'll make a video of me drawing it. That way you guys can hear my thought process and see it like kind of evolve. Or I could come in one day and just surprise you with a speed video. I think it's pretty cool. It could be a hoodie. If I can get a good distributor, I could sell the hoodie to the person who wants it. That'd be kind of cool. You know, until I can afford to buy a Cricut where I can cut out my artwork, you know, and make it look a lot more professional than. Oh, you don't mind being throttled, Ian? If you do it right, everybody enjoys it. Let's see. Yeah, this is the difference between having. And congratulations on your guys' engagement. Congratulations. Sweet. Best way to send it to me. Have you ever used Google Slides? Or actually, go ahead and send it Messenger. I'll just grab it off of there and put it on my slide. And I think I'll do that. I think that'd be kind of cool. If I had people's birthdays and stuff. See, that's one of the things I liked about Facebook is that it would give me people's birthdays, and I would put them on a T-shirt, and it'd be just, but I would only be the only one with the T-shirt, which was the downside. But at least they had the video to look back on, and every now and then people will come back and post their caricature that I had done for them. It's so cool. Especially like 5 years later, and people still have it. It's like, wow. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily impressed. Oh, you know, I am so weird. Everybody could be, and I would want to keep a theme going too, which is really crazy. Like I would either draw everybody like Disney characters or Bluth characters, give them that real cool, but still look like you, you know? Definitely got to do Ian as the wild man outdoors. Or how about getting hunted by Julie? I caught me a big one. The Huntress. You know, I've always wanted to do tarot cards, you know, but not in the traditional sense. You know, like I did one for this a coworker who was really wicked cool who collected tarot cards. The woman just kept getting cooler and cooler in my eyes. Totally 80s fan, you know, nostalgia and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. I did two tarot cards of her. I did one of her as the birthday girl. I've drawn her a lot now that I'm thinking about it. I've drawn her as a birthday girl, so like I took Alice McGee, and I might even have it on my Facebook. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna take a peek real quick. I'm gonna have to apply heat, and it's almost time for me to go. God, dandruff! I always have fun. I have fun with you guys. You don't want to be like the outdoorsman. That would be like we give it a numbered car. It would only be the major arcana. Julie hunting me. I think it would be cool. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna put my my. Okay, I think what I'll do, and yeah, yeah. Oh, you getting hunted by Julie? That would be so freaking funny. Um, so she could either bag you like a deer, put you on the fender of a car. What else could she do? Um, I could do what I did with another person. Do you as a merman, and uh, her as the sailor catching you. I did that for a friend of mine. But getting back to that one chick, I did her as a tarot card. The lovers, her and her significant other at the time. But instead of it being, like the lovey-dovey people, I had her and him as, let's see, what did I have him as? I had him as Frankenstein, and she was holding the electrodes or the jumper cables. You know, love made, jump starting love, I guess. Get those juices flowing, whatever gets you going. But when I was doing I was in an Ed Hardy type phase, um, and experimenting with what's it called? Digital art. I wasn't that great at it. It was still cute, but it wasn't that great at it. Um, I think I did it in Photoshop. I made my friend into a mermaid, and made him into a sailor. And they looked like they were right out of an Ed Hardy picture. And I think that too might be on my Facebook. Let me see if I can locate that. I really like those pictures. Um, so maybe I can do that for Inktober. Inktober would be my mystical uh, time. I'll probably draw myself as a fortune teller, like a fortune teller machine, and then trying to figure out, and then draw all the prompts of, but they'd have my people in them. They'll have my subscribers in them, and but I've got weird prompts for Inktober. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to try to figure it out. And it doesn't have to be the typical ones. It doesn't have to be like the Hierophant and the Magician. It could be like the Birthday Girl, which was a really cute birthday card. Because I was like, I want to get her a card, but I don't want to do a typical, you're so cool. Thanks for being my friend. Happy birthday. May you have another birthday and another birthday after that. No, I was like, no, no. Let's incorporate a birthday tarot card, but not just an average birthday tarot card. We'll do a caricature of my friend as Alice McGee's Alice. And she knew exactly all the references, which was so cool. I mean, it just made it really even that much more special. So, let me get that dried up piece. Let me see if I've got that. Let's see, Facebook. Let's see. So, and I could use your names as the, where the names would be for the tarot cards. Oh, that's funny. oh, oh, that's so funny. I'm looking at this thing here. I'm gonna switch you over to my thing here. This is hilarious. Uh, with Fred, he goes, "Okay, let's see who you really are," and it's like this White Claw hard seltzer. It's actually Zima in a bottle. I used to drink Zimas all the frickin' time. Oh my god. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna switch this back over because I have no idea what I'm looking for. But here we go. Let me see. I was looking for the pictures, so let me see if I go to myself. I also did that same friend as let me pull it back over, as a king and queen with the masks. I don't know if it was an anniversary or something, but this was a 14 by 17 piece of paper. I did a lot of it at work. I used, what did I use? I think this is all Prismacolor. Yeah, I think these were all Prismacolor pencils. Let's see, that's my Jack Sparrow. I got him hanging up in the bathroom. Yeah, caricature. She loves George Clooney, and it was. I think she was going away, so her name is Goo. I love Goo, and she's got George Clooney over her shoulder, and I drew her as Catwoman. I love drawing people as Catwoman, and of course George Clooney played Batman. Um, it's kind of hard to see what's going on up here, but she's got him over her shoulder somehow. I can't quite tell. It had to be. It had to be there. There's that one same friend. I've drawn her as we both have. We're both Pisces, so she was the first one I think I drew, maybe on this shirt. This is on the sleeve, Saint Pisces girl, and the video is really cute. Let me see if I can get out of that. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, I can go through all of these. It's crazy, but let's see. It's only showing me that many. I know I got more. Let me get to myself. How about in the photos? Let's see. My best buddies. Me drawing. God, I can't see it. I did a lot of caricatures of people having birthdays and going aways and maybe it's in my albums. Let's see. I don't think she was ever. Oh, this is what I had done for one couple. They wanted on their table, like different little table stands type of things. So I took their pictures and I photoshopped them onto Mr. and Mrs. Summer. I just photoshopped their heads onto different bodies and stuff like that, and they'd have them on their tabletops. I think that's what it's called. There's another one. This is one of the things that they had done when they were dating, and that was like my foray into digital. Coloring my artwork. I photoshopped their faces onto different movie posters. It was kind of like their love was epic type of thing. Hopefully they're still together. And some of their little tabletop things disappeared. It's like family took them. Date night. Yeah, I just photoshopped their heads onto different bodies and stuff like that. Things that they like to do together on another tabletop. I think she said this one disappeared. They used to hang out at a, what is that place called? Some sort of Irish bar. And I got her holding a little shamrock over his head and stuff like that. Did a miss Shrek and Fiona. I wanted to keep it as crazy as possible. I wasn't always good at the Photoshop. Hers came out okay, but this picture was just like ridiculous. But yeah, but that's not what I was looking for. I was trying to find a little tarot card. Let's see. Well, anyway, it's time to make some new ones. I don't think it's in any of these. Rats. But yeah, when I was on Facebook, I asked people if you were in a caricature with anybody, who would, live or dead, who would you want to be with? And I think he worked at this place called the Blue Heron Cafe, and his was Dolly Parton. Let's see, some business cards I had made for somebody. These are guys that run, let's see, what was it? These are guys that run, what is it called? The San Diego Comic-Con. And that was a 14 by 17 picture too. I had a cobra wrapped around his wrist. I had like the Death Star. I had like aliens, unicorn, just all kinds of perils. A hippo. 14 by 17 picture. Hold up, that was a coworker right there. Oh! Well, hell, one day I'll find the tarot card, but I think that'd be kind of cool to do that for Inktober. Let me see. Stop, shush. All right. Anyway, I digress. Let me see. So, how do I find this? Let's see. That's Instagram, sketchbook. It wasn't ever a cover photo. Want to see what my artwork looked like when I was 18 years old? Just really quick, I'll run through these guys. High school thing, I had to do a kid's storybook. And mine was a bit risque for kids. I know, right? Yeah, this was a bit risque for kids, according to my teacher, but I got it done. I was the biggest freaking procrastinator in the goddamn world. So I took 80s people and I put them with the alphabet. I had this whole story centered around the alphabet. And this is how I used to draw when I was 18. And I came across a friend of mine. We sat next to each other in English class, and this is for English class. And I'm looking at all this stuff going, oh my god, the proportions are outrageous. Oh, god. I drew a lot of Tom Cruise, too, back in the day. And my friend happened to go back to the class and picked up her book, but she also picked up mine, too. And like decades later, I caught up with her. She says, you know what? I have your book. And I'm like, get out. So this is like some of the only artwork that I had back when I was a kid. And I would sit down and I would draw with a friend. That's like my Tom Cruise back in the day. God, I should redraw that. He was so hot back then. That was Ralph Macchio. That was John Bon Jovi. I don't know. Some of these people were just models from magazines back when they were kind of cool. I think this was Iman, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. But I like how he's grabbing the cue. That could have been C. Thomas Howell. I can't remember. 80s people. No idea. But yeah, all the women were like really risque. I used to draw like skateboarders and stuff. I thought that was cool. That was cool back in the day, quote unquote cool. Can't remember. Some supermodel. Yeah, pretty risque. Rob Lowe. Oh yeah, that was Rob Lowe. But each one of these had a little story behind them and why their outfits look like that. I can't remember. That could have been, what's his name, Mario Van Peebles. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I used to draw when I was 18. So, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on and, you know, showing me a little bit of love. This thing is so funny. My God. Thank goodness I kind of got the eye a little bit better. This one turned out really good. He's got M's all over him, and I like that. That's cool. That one turned out pretty good. I think this was like Ralph Macchio playing a guitar. I think I want to develop that idea with you guys being like my tarot cards. Whoever shows up in the chat or reaches out to me, somehow, some way, I've got to reach out to everybody and give them an opportunity to get drawn or be incorporated into a tarot card of some sort. And whatever the prompt is for Inktober, maybe that should be, you know, what the card is supposed to be, but with your guys' influence or something. I don't know. I'll still have to figure it out. I might not even use it for Inktober at all. B, your shirt's a B. Yeah. I think that was George Michael. Oh God, my art is so bad. All right, you guys, take care. God, 18 was a different time. Oh. Take care, you guys. And let's see. Let me get back to Nezuko. Yep. All right. So this is where we are thus far. You guys, thank you so much again for joining me, and I will see you on the morrow. Take care. Bye bye.